Welcome back, everybody. Sive is here with the ForexPeaceArmy.com as usual. Let's take a look at the gold market, what has happened in the recent couple of sessions in the previous week and what to expect next week. As usual, we have prepared the report. I will put link down below the video. So we have considered a few important moments, by our opinion, that might be really vital in the nearest couple of weeks. It's not a secret that actually Fed meeting, Bank of Japan meeting might bring a lot of volatility. But currently it's not a question about the Fed rate change and not about even the Bank of Japan rate change. This question about the next tendency and direction with the interest rates in the first moment, and second, in particular in Japan. And second is a question about the hints on the quantitative easing. Investors will be waiting not for a rate change, which is almost priced in, although we think that it's not as simple as market think about this. But anyway, the major subject, the hot topic, will be definitely the quantitative easing. Investors will be watching for hints on the possible timing of the quantitative easing, term, the value, and so on. So it's a really big achievement stands ahead. Let's see how it will turn. Speaking about short-term technical picture, here mostly the positive mood remains intact, but we need to make some adjustments for day-by-day trading scenario, just because the performance of the gold market on Friday is a bit different compared to what we would like to see, or better to say what we expected to see. That needs to bring some changes to our plan. First of all, on the daily chart, what I will be watching for is a possible grabber. It will be important for a specific pattern that I will show you in lower time frames. But here on the daily chart, you need to know that the pattern that you need to keep an eye on is a potential grabber. So you can see that MACD lines coming close to the price, and particularly on Monday and Tuesday we could get it. If we will get it, that could give us an actually big relief and some confidence with the possible upper continuation here. If we will not get it, then in this case we will be watching for some different patterns. On the fall time frame chart, I do not see something really bad. Here is market just bring some changes to our scenario that we discussed yesterday. Despite that our entry was great, so as soon as we start getting the triangle with a take long position, was hoping to the upward direction, that really has happened. And this reversal has not become a surprise, because if you remember, on Friday we talked about Gartley's triple to sell, and we said yes, here probably will be some pullback. The surprise stands with the depth of this retracement, not with the starting at all, but with the depth. And the depth of this retracement makes us think that with this possible performance, the chances on a deeper retracement now increasing. Because from the classical point of view, the broken triangle should remain intact in terms that market should not return back inside of it. But here we see particularly this scenario when the market actually returns and back down. So it means that our first trade now is done. So some of you maybe have closed position in some positive result. If not, then probably you will be out on the break even, because yours was good performance. And in the current circumstances, we will be watching for two possible moments. First, based on this current picture, we will be watching for a deeper retracement. Particularly speaking, if we take a look at the hourly chart, it might be larger scale A, B, C, D, because smaller scale already is done. Now we have to increase this scale to consider new levels for entry. First of all, will be around 4160. This is good points. We will get kind of Gartley's triple to buy around confidence, support, and agreement, where market will complete the OP. So that will be the first area to watch for. Now I will not speak about 4150 area with the XOP and the 618 support by another reason, because we first need to some result around 4160. But second pattern that we will be watching for is a potential butterfly. I'm not occasionally said about the grabber, since markets start flooring with the MACD on the daily chart right on Monday probably. And if by some reason you will see that market will stay above this support, and suddenly it has formed the bullish grabber on a daily chart, that will be the sign that probably we could try to take the position as well. Maybe you could just split position apart for some case, but in general it might be the sign that market will not go to the OP, but it will start upward action immediately. Because in this case, it is easily we could imagine the possible butterfly to the upside, right? So I will put it here, but probably you already could draw it by yourself. It's very simple pattern here. That's why, because of this pattern, the grabber, it's very important on a daily chart, because it might be just a preliminary signal that we're not going to the 4160. So that's our trading plan for Monday. It's just 2 moments to watch for. First, we're watching for the grabbers. If no grabbers, we're watching for a deep retracement somewhere to the 4160 area. If we will get grabbers, then we'll start dealing first with the butterfly and possible grabbers on the daily chart. Actually, this scenario looks really nice because, well, it gives us a chance to place relatively tight stop. But in the current circumstances, it's a bit unique situation where we could anyway place the stop at the same point for both scenarios. If you, of course, do not want to deal directly with a potential grabber. If you will deal directly with a pattern, you will have to place your stop below the pattern's low if you trade directly with the grabber. But with this combination, you could see that as downside A, B, C, D, and strong support area, as a butterfly, almost have the same invalidation point. It stands approximately the same area. So you could place your stop just below this area and be prepared as for a butterfly, as for a possible ABCD pattern. That's the combination actually that you could try to use in the current circumstances. But we could discuss it with the more details probably on Tuesday. So that's all for now. Let's see for Monday open, and let's keep an eye on the Fed. So see what will happen.